Hi everyone, my name is Sharni, matrix number BB24110518. In this short video, I want to share some perspective on decision making process. Decision making is a fundamental aspect of life, influencing the path we take in significant and sometimes surprising ways. Whether it's a simple choice like what to eat for breakfast or a major decision such as selecting a career, the process is filled with sound that reflect our values, emotion, and life experience. Hence, decision making involves evaluating options, allow for outcomes, and choosing a direction. Yet, it not always as straightforward or rational as it may appear. Our viewpoints, shaped by our upbringing, culture, and personal histories, greatly affect how we make decisions. For instance, someone raised in a risk-taking environment might be more likely to make bold and conventional choices, while another individual from more cautious background may prefer safer, more familiar routes. Experience also significantly impacts decision making. A person who has encountered failure may approach choices with increased caution, while someone with a track record of success might feel more assured in their decision. Our past experience act as reservoir of lesson, providing context and influencing how we evaluate the advantage and disadvantage of various options. Take for example a manager faced with resolving a team conflict. Their strategy will likely be shaped by previous situations they have dealt with, whether they are similar or entirely different. However, decision making is not solely based on logic. Emotion and intuition often play a crucial role, particularly in high pressure situations. While rational thought may suggest on part, feeling can lead us in an entirely different direction. For example, when weighing two job offers, one might logically choose the position with a higher salary, but ultimately go for one that feels more rewarding. This dynamic between reason and emotion is what makes decision making so personal and interactive. An important factor to consider is the influencing of time. Decisions made under pressure are often different from those made when we have plenty of time to think. When urgency takes over, it can cloud our judgment, leading to hasty or less favorable choices. In contrast, a more thoughtful approach can provide clarity and help our decision with long-term objective. Overthinking can result in analysis paralysis, where the fear of making wrong choice to stop us from deciding at all. Our view on decision making change as we age. With more life experiences, we became increasingly aware of the complexities involved in making choices. We realize that every decision comes with trade-off, and start striving for perfection is often unrealistic. This growth usually brings a sense of expectance as we understand that even wrong decision can foster faster growth and lead to unexpected opportunities. In the end, the decision making process is a much about the journey as it is about the result. Decision making refers to the procedure of selecting a course of action among several alternatives. This generally runs through several stages, and the whole process can make a profound difference on the result. Here is how one could look at the decision making process. First process is identify the decision. The process begins with identifying the necessity of making a decision. Often this will emerge from a problem or opportunity needing a reform based approach. Second, gather information. This phase involves gathering data, facts, or insights relevant to the situation for understanding it better. This included research, personal observation, or testimony from others. Third is the Identify alternatives. This involves the discovery and consultations of various choices after data collection. At this point, creativity and open-minded are welcome. Since casting the net wide opens up the chance for better choices. Fourth is weigh the evidence. This involves assessing each of other alternative by weighing their pros and cons, risk and rewards, and potential consequences. The decision makes needs to reflect on whether each choice aligns with their goals, value, and resources available. Fifth procedure is choose the best alternative. After weighing the evidence is easy on make the decision regarding which alternative seem the most likely to deserved outcome. Next is take action. After a final decision has been made, it is time to implement the selected alternative. Such action could take the form of informing other individuals, make arrangement, or performing physical actions. Last procedure is review the decision. When decision has been put into effect, it is quite important to evaluate its outcomes. If favorable outcomes claims, the process is identified as successful. Failure paves the way for lessons to be learned to enhance future decision making. Next, let's talk about cognitive biases. These are shortcuts that our brains take to make decision making easier. While they can be helpful, they often lead to error in judgment. For example, confirmation bias. Scenario like a manager hearing a new employee already believes on candidate is the best based on quick first impression. Effect for this scenario is they focus on the positive aspect of the candidate's resume and interview while downplaying better qualification or red flag from other candidates. Next, I want to give you all some really handy tips for enhancing your decision making process. My first tip is inform yourself. Try to collect all relevant information before making any decision. My second tip is consider multiple perspectives. Analyze the situation from different perspectives to get a broader view of the situation. Third tip is be aware of biases. Recognize your biases and actively contract them. Fourth, take your time. Do not hurry over the decision, especially the important one. Fifth is seek advice. Do not hesitate to consult others, especially people with expertise different from yours or those who can offer different perspectives. Although there are a number of decision-making models that offer a structured way to make decisions. First is rational decision-making model. This model works out a problem by identifying it, generating options, evaluating options, and selecting the best solution. It is systematic and logical but can be time-consuming. Second is collaborative decision-making model. This will involve making the decision with others. It draws on the power of different viewpoints and knowledge, yet can be hard to achieve. Each model has its strength and weakness, and the best approach often depends upon the context. In conclusion, I think decisions shape the course of our lives, and while they are rarely easy, there are also opportunities for growth and self-discovery. The next time you face a tough choice, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, does this align with who I am and who I want to become? Remember, the best decisions are not necessarily the easiest. They are the ones that lead you closer to your true purposes. So embrace and the crossroad and trust yourself to navigate them with courage and wisdom. Thank you.